We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
A very good morning, good afternoon, good night, whenever you will watch this video. So I have started one new series which is refrigeration and air conditioning. So in this series of refrigeration and air conditioning, first of all we will discuss about refrigeration, and after completion of refrigeration we will move on with the air conditioning. Now today we'll start with the refrigeration, that what do you mean by refrigeration, then for refrigeration which thing is used which is known as refrigerant, then we will discuss about different types of refrigerants like primary refrigerant, secondary refrigerant, all that things, and after that we will move on with the air conditioning processes. So up till now in this video we will discuss about only refrigeration process meaning and refrigerant, primary and secondary refrigerant. So I hope you will understand this video properly. Now we'll start with our topic which is refrigeration. So I will write on the board as refrigeration. Now refrigeration means what? First of all, let me explain. First of all, it is a process. What type of process it is? In this process, what's happened actually? Whatever heat is there, that is rejected. And if you will reject the heat, so what's happened? Low temperature will maintain. So I will write over here, it is such a process in which what's happened? Which thing will reject? Heat is rejected. Now if heat is rejected, so what's happened? Low temperature will maintain. As for example, if you want to reject the heat, then what you will do? So you have two options, either reject the heat or absorb the heat. In both of the cases, you will maintain the low temperature. As for example, supposing over here, I will draw one room. Inside of that room, one fan is present. And supposing one person is there who is present inside of the room. Now inside of that room, we will say that doors and windows are also there. So I will show you the doors and windows. So supposing you will consider that is window, that is considered as door. Now inside of that room, supposing temperature is 38 degrees centigrade. Now if this person wants to reduce the temperature inside of that room, so what he can do? But obvious, he will start the fan. So when he will start the fan, so what's happened? Whatever amount of the heat which is present inside of that room, that will be rejected through that doors and windows. And once heat is rejected from this room, so what's happened? Inside of that room, low temperature is maintained. So that is the basic concept of refrigeration process. Refrigeration means what? It is a process in which heat is, so I will write Q means heat. Heat is rejected and low temperature is maintained. Or you can say like that, heat is absorbed and then also low temperature is maintained. So what's happened? Once heat is rejected, so its temperature will become suppose 27 degrees centigrade, maybe around. Clear about this? So that is all about the refrigeration. Meaning of refrigeration is what? Now after that, we will discuss about different types of refrigeration processes are there. First process is known as VCR process. That is also known as VCR cycle also. That is the type of refrigeration cycle or refrigeration process, you can say like this. Now full form of VCR is what? That you all know. V stands for vapor, C stands for compression, R stands for refrigeration cycle, VCR cycle. Second type of refrigeration cycle is your VAR cycle. Now VAR full form is what? V means vapor once again, A means absorption, over here C means compression, over here A means absorption, R stands for same refrigeration cycle. And last one is your Bell-Coleman refrigeration cycle. The another name of Bell-Coleman is also air-cooled refrigeration cycle also. So two names are there for cycle number 3. First name is Bell-Coleman and next is air-cooled refrigeration cycle. Now VCR cycle is used for the domestic purpose. Now domestic purpose means what? Whatever household appliances are there which are producing the cooling effect. This type of appliances are using VCR cycle. As for example, if I want to say at our home refrigerator is present. In refrigerator what's happened? Low temperature is maintained. At our home AC will be there. Function of AC is what? It will also maintain the low temperature. How they will maintain the low temperature? By using VCR cycle. Now freeze and AC both will maintain the low temperature. That means in both of the devices refrigeration process is taken place. And in refrigeration process what's happened? Heat is rejected. That means your freeze and AC both will reject the heat and then only they are capable to maintain the low temperature. Now if you have observed, if you will go at the back side of your freeze, then what's happened? You may feel the hot air which is coming out from the freeze. Or same thing or same experience you can also observe when the second unit of split AC is present on the terrace generally, and if you will stand near to that second unit of split AC in which one big fan is there, so over there also you can feel some hot air is coming. That means freeze and AC both are rejecting the heat and then they are maintaining the low temperature by using VCR cycle. Now next is VAR cycle. Now VAR cycle is used in the ice plant. In ice plant you have to freeze the ice and for that purpose some system is required. VCR system is not sufficient or not capable to produce that much high amount of cooling effect. So for that purpose VAR cycle is used. So function or application or use of VAR cycle is what? It is used in the ice plants to freeze the ice or to construct the ice. And last one is Bell-Coleman or air-cooled refrigeration cycle. Now application or you can say where Bell-Coleman cycle is used or air-cooled cycle is used, it is used in the aircraft or you can say in aeroplane. The cooling effect is present. So in aeroplane VCR cycle is not used, VAR cycle is not used, but which cycle is used? Bell-Coleman cycle is used. In my later videos, I will make separate videos for separate cycles. Then you will understand each and everything clearly. But right now our topic is not your VCR, VAR or Bell-Coleman. Our topic is refrigeration. Clear about this? Acha. Now refrigeration means what? It is a process in which heat is rejected. So question may come that heat is rejected, but first of all you have to absorb the heat and then you can reject the heat. So how you can absorb the heat? So in refrigeration process, one substance is used, that substance will absorb the heat. Now that substance which is absorbing the heat, that substance is known as refrigerant. Now refrigerant means what? That it is a substance. First of all I will write it is what? It is a substance. That substance will do what? That substance will absorb the heat. That substance will absorb the heat. And when that substance will absorb the heat, so that substance will be heated. And after that, that substance will reject the heat in the atmosphere. So that is the meaning of a refrigerant. The refrigerant means what? It is a substance. Refrigeration means what? It is a process. Refrigerant will do what? It will absorb the heat. Refrigeration process will do what? It will reject the heat. Refrigerant will do what? It will maintain the low temperature. Low temperature of what? It will maintain the low temperature of your surroundings, you can say like that. And refrigeration will also maintain the low temperature of your surrounding. Clear about the difference between refrigerant and refrigeration? In refrigerant and in refrigeration, in both of the cases, final output is what? Low temperature is maintained. Okay. Now that refrigerant will absorb the heat and maintain the low temperature. Refrigeration is a process which will reject the heat and maintain the low temperature. Now, refrigeration process will maintain the temperature of your surrounding, and refrigerant will do what? Simply it will absorb the heat from surrounding. Inside of that room, supposing temperature is high and refrigerant temperature is low, so what's happened? Heat will always flow from higher temperature to lower temperature. That means from the surrounding, refrigerant will absorb the heat, and after that it will reject the heat. That means refrigerant will do what? It will maintain the low temperature of surrounding, but refrigerant will be heated, and that refrigerant will be circulated in some part which is known as condenser. Later we will discuss. In condenser, what's happened? That heat is rejected, so that heat is rejected and low temperature is maintained. Now, refrigerant has two types. First type is known as primary refrigerant, and second type is known as secondary refrigerant. Now, primary refrigerant means what? It is very important to understand about primary and secondary refrigerant. First of all, refrigerant means what? It is a substance. So, primary refrigerant is also a substance. But which type of substance it is? Okay, that substance is cooled by itself. So over here I will write like that. That substance is cooled by itself. And then it will cool the another thing. So that substance, primary refrigerant, is what? That refrigerant is cooled by itself. Already it is cooled. And then it will cool the another thing. In front of that, secondary refrigerant means what? It is also a substance which is not cooled by itself. That substance is not cooled by itself. First of all, that substance will get the coolness from the another thing. So it will do what? It will get the coolness from the other thing. Now supposing one substance is there which is not cooled by itself. Its temperature is very much high, or normal temperature, not low temperature. So that substance will do what? First of all, it will take the coolness from the another thing. And if that refrigerant will take the coolness from the another thing, so now what's happened? That refrigerant having a low temperature, that refrigerant is not cooled by itself. First of all, it will get the coolness from another thing, and once it get the coolness from the another thing, so your secondary refrigerant will be cooled, and then it will cool the another thing. Clear about this? In primary refrigerant, what we are saying, it is a substance which is cooled by itself, and then it will cool the another thing. Secondary refrigerant means what? It is not cooled by itself. First of all, it will get the coolness from the another thing, and after getting cooled, now it will cool the another thing. Clear about this? The example of that primary refrigerant, if I want to say, so that examples are R12, R22, R134A, and last one, so many examples are there, ammonia. Okay. Now these all refrigerants are cooled by itself, and then they will cool the another thing, and these refrigerants are used in refrigerator as well as in AC. Now, example of secondary refrigerant is what? It is such a refrigerant which is not cooled by itself. So, as for example, have you eaten ice cream? In Hindi it is known as baraf ka gola. Now, in ice cream, what's happened? One vendor is there. That vendor has a big slab of ice. So, I will draw. Where? Over here I will draw. He has one big slab of ice. Now, that big slab of ice, that vendor maintains from morning to night. Now supposing that ice cube is present in my hand, so what's happened? I hope within 10 minutes that whole ice may melt. But if whatever ice cube vendor has, that vendor is maintaining that ice cube since from morning to night. So how that vendor is maintaining that ice cube up to a long time? So reason is what? That vendor is spreading some NaCl on the outer periphery of that ice cube. What that vendor is doing is spreading NaCl. NaCl means what? Salt. Over here I will write NaCl. NaCl means what? Salt. So that when there is spreading some NaCl on the outer periphery of that ice cube, maybe you know or not, that I don't know, but that is the reality. So what's happened? That NaCl is known as secondary refrigerant. Why that NaCl is known as secondary refrigerant? Because first of all, NaCl is a substance which is not cooled by itself. NaCl is not cooled by itself. When NaCl will come in contact with the ice cube, so what's happened? Now NaCl will get the coolness from the ice. So it will get the coolness from the another thing. So now ice is another thing and NaCl is a secondary refrigerant. So NaCl is not cooled by itself. When it will come in contact with the ice, so it will get the coolness from the ice. And once NaCl get cooled, so what's happened? NaCl has one property or one tendency that at a lower temperature NaCl will create or will construct one layer or one cover, and such a layer or cover will not allow any kind of heat interaction between system and surrounding. That means NaCl will do what? It will create one layer so that ice cannot reject the heat or ice cannot absorb the heat. That means heat transfer between, that is your system and that is your surrounding and that is your system. Heat transfer between system and surrounding, that is your system and that is your surrounding, is zero. Not exactly zero, but nearer to zero. It is not an isolated system. Some heat may transfer, but deliberately. Why some heat may transfer deliberately? Because NaCl will create one layer or cover, and that layer or cover will not allow the heat interaction between system and surrounding. So ice will maintain its own low temperature. So NaCl is a substance which is not cooled by itself. First of all, when it will come in contact with the ice cube, so it will get the coolness from the ice, and once NaCl getting cooled, so NaCl has some property or tendency that it will create one layer or cover at the outer periphery of the ice, so that that cover will not allow any kind of heat interaction between system and surrounding. So ice will maintain its own low temperature. That means once NaCl will get the coolness from the ice, and once again NaCl will provide the coolness to the ice in form of one cover, which will not allow the heat interaction. So that is the example of secondary refrigerant. Now secondary refrigerant you can understand properly, but I hope that the things are new for you. Which one? R12, R22, R134A and ammonia. So we will discuss among that four any 1 to 2 refrigerants, then you will get the idea that what do you mean by primary refrigerants. Now over here R stands for what? It is a refrigerant, because we are talking about refrigerant. So R stands for refrigerant. Now what we can do, that sometimes if question will be there in your examination, that prove that why R12 is known as by R12. It is just like that why R12 is not known as R60. Why particular 12 digit is given for this refrigerant? Clear about this? Like why your name is Ramesh, why your name is not rather than Ramesh another name? So we have to prove that why R12 is known as R12, why R12 is not known as by other names. So clear about this? So we'll start with that. So that is all about what? Refrigeration means what? That refrigeration is a process in which heat is rejected and low temperature is maintained. Whereas in refrigeration, 3 types of the cycles are there that we will discuss in our next video. First one is VCR, which is vapor compression refrigeration cycle. Where it is used for domestic purpose. Where domestic purpose means what? Household appliances like freeze and AC. Then VAR means what? Vapor absorption refrigeration cycle. Then where it is used, where it is applicable, it is used in the ice plants. And Bell-Coleman or air-cooled refrigeration cycle, it is used in the aircraft. The function of all these 3 cycles are what? It will maintain the low temperature by rejecting the heat. After that, we have discussed about the refrigerant. Refrigerant means what? It is a substance which will absorb the heat and maintain the low temperature. Okay, now refrigerant has 2 types. First one is primary refrigerant. Example of primary refrigerants are which one? R12, R22, R134A. Later we will discuss R12 means what, R22 means what after this. Next is a secondary refrigerant. Secondary refrigerant means what? Example of secondary refrigerant is what? NaCl, that I have explained that it will create one cover and that cover will not allow any kind of heat transfer between system and surrounding. So it will cool the ice. NaCl will get cooled and again it will provide the coolness to the ice. Now, definition you have to remember for a primary refrigerant, that it is a refrigerant which is cooled by itself, and then it will cool the another thing. And that secondary refrigerant means what? It is a refrigerant which is not cooled by itself, but it will first of all get the coolness from the ice. From the another thing, and after getting cooled, it will cool the another thing. And the best example for secondary refrigerant is what? It is your NaCl. So now that NaCl you can experience when once again you will go and you will eat the ice cream. Acha. Now our next topic that I told you, that sometimes questions are there that prove that R12 is known as by R12. Why R12 is not known as by another digit? So over here we will prove that why R12 is known as by R12. So first step is what? If you want to prove, you have to know its chemical name. Now chemical name of R12 is dichloromethane. That is the chemical name of what? R12, dichloromethane. Now next step is what? Okay, from this chemical name, first of all we will find out its parent component, and parent component is always written at the last. So in this chemical name, parent component is always written at the last. That means methane is a parent component for R12. That means methane is produced from R12. So methane is not produced from R12. My mistake. R12 is produced from the methane, because methane is a parent component, and from parent component R12 is produced. Okay, after finding parent component, we will draw the chemical structure for methane. As you know that methane means what? It is CH4 carbon with 4 hydrogens. Now chemical structure if I want to draw, so C1, 2, 3, 4 single bonds with what? 4 single bonds with hydrogen. So that is what? That is the parent component. From this R12 is produced. From parent component R12 is produced. Now how R12 is produced? So first of all we will draw the basic structure of parent component. This is a parent component. Basic structure means what? That is your basic structure. C, single 4 bonds. That is the basic structure of parent component. C is present, carbon is present, because carbon is a base. Now we will read out the name. Name is what? Dichloro. Di means how many chlorines? Chloro means chlorine, that you know very well. Di means 2. So I will put 2 chlorines, like anywhere you can put 2 chlorines, Cl. We are not studying chemistry, that's why you can put anywhere. So dichloro means 2 chlorines. Then difluoro. Di means once again 2. Fluoro means what? Fluorine. And fluoro means F, you know very well. Di, so that is the meaning of what? Dichloro, difluoro, and that whole thing is known as methane. Now methane is not able to seen, but it is a parent component. That is why you have to write down methane also. Supposing one person is there whose name is suppose as for example Bharat Desai. So Bharat is present, but Desai family we cannot see with him. So over here R12 is present, but methane we cannot see. Then also you are writing dichloromethane. Bharat Desai. Bharat is saying my name is Bharat Desai. Where is Desai family? Not present, but as a surname we have to use Desai. Same way as a surname, methane is not visible, but as a surname you have to write down methane. Achha. Now that is the chemical structure of what? That is the chemical structure of R12. Now how you can prove that is the chemical structure of R12? So for that purpose one common formula is there that you have to remember, and that can be applied to each and every structural formula of refrigerant. Which is the common formula? So that I will write. First is R. R denotes what? It will indicate that it is a refrigerant. Then dash I will make. Then I will write like this. Last digit of this formula will indicate number of fluorine atom. Second last digit will indicate number of hydrogen atom plus 1. Over here I will write F. Fluorine atom. Second last digit will indicate number of hydrogen atom plus 1. and first digit will indicate number of carbon atom minus 1. So that is the common formula that you have to remember. Last digit will indicate what? It will indicate number of fluorine atom. Second last digit will indicate number of hydrogen atom. And first digit will indicate number of carbon atom minus 1. And at the starting of the formula, we are writing capital R, which will represent that it is a refrigerant. Achha. Now we will apply this formula on this chemical structure and we will prove that that is the chemical structure for R12. How? First of all, last digit, number of fluorine atom. Now in this chemical structure, how many number of fluorine atoms you can see? So I will say that 1, 2 fluorine atoms are there. So I will write 2 over here. Then next is what? Second last digit, number of hydrogen atom. How many hydrogen atoms are there? 0 hydrogen atoms are there. So number of hydrogen atom plus 1. That means 0 plus 1 is equals to 1. So over here I will write 1. Then the first digit indicates what? Number of carbon atom. How many carbon atoms are there? Only single carbon atom is there. So number of carbon atom is 1 minus 1. So it is 0. So over here I will write 0. So that we have proved that that is the chemical formula for R12. R stands for what? It will indicate that it is a refrigerant. Now one more example we will take, last example, and then we will finish this video. Achha. Next example for primary refrigerant. Once again I will say that I wrote R12, R22 like this. So over here instead of R12 I will write R22. Now we will prove that why R22 is known as by R22. So for that purpose, once again, one common formula. Which one? It is you have to remember the common formula. You have to remember which common formula. Sorry, I wrote. At the starting, R stands for what? Refrigerant. Dash, first digit, second digit, third digit. Third digit will indicate what? It will indicate number of fluorine atom. Then second last digit will indicate what? It will indicate number of hydrogen atom plus 1. And last digit will indicate what? Number of carbon atom minus 1. Now, how to start? Again, common procedure. You have to know its chemical name, and chemical name for R22 is, it is your monochloro difluoromethane. Its chemical name is what? Monochloro difluoromethane. Once again, next step is what? You have to find out the parent component, and parent component is always written at the last. So at the last, parent component is what? Methane. So once again, I will draw the chemical structure for methane, which is CH4. So C4 bonds with hydrogens. So that is your parent component. From this parent component, which thing you will produce? You will produce R22. After that, we will write down the basic structure of parent component. Basic structure of parent component is what? Carbon is a base, so that is known as basic structure of parent component. Next step is what? You will read the name. How will you read? Monochloro. Mono means what? 1. So you will write 1 chlorine anywhere. Then dichloro. Monochloro, then difluoro. Difluoro means how many fluorines? Di means 2 fluorines. I will write 2 fluorines over here. Then nothing, but so over here remaining bond is accomplished by hydrogen, that you know very well. Now that is the chemical structure for what? R22. Okay. Now again we can say that in this chemical structure methane we cannot see, but as a surname we have to write down that at the last methane, monochloro difluoroethane. Methane, sorry. Achha. After that, on this chemical structure, we will apply this common formula. As I told you, how we will apply this common formula? First of all, what you will say? Last digit, number of fluorine atom. How many fluorine atoms are there? 1, 2. So I will write number of fluorine atoms are 2. Next is what? Number of hydrogen atom. How many hydrogen atoms? Only single hydrogen is present. Plus 1. That means 1 hydrogen plus 1 equals to 2. So I will write over here 2. Then last is what? Number of carbon atom. How many carbon atom? Only single carbon atom is present. Minus 1. That means 1 carbon atom minus 1 equals to 0. And R stands for what? It is a refrigerant. So that is the chemical structure for R22 that we have proved, that why R22 is known as by R22. Clear up to that? So that is all about what that how we can prove the different names of the refrigerant, why they are not known as by other names. So in the next video I will come with a new topic that which is your VCR cycle. In that working principle, again it has HS diagram, TS diagram, like this. As in IC engine, petrol engine, diesel engine, we have drawn PV diagram. So over here we will draw HS or TS diagram. So up till now I hope you understood each and every points explained by me. Again I will say, read hard, work hard. Thank you very much.